Good afternoon, everybody. Buckeye Piper here. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you're having an enjoyable Sunday, relaxing. Mrs. Buckeye and I are just relaxing out on the patio, the veranda, whatever you want to call it. Apple Diplomat corn cob. I just had a hankering for a cob today. I love this Apple Diplomat. It's a great pipe. In it, it's a Sunday Sun Bear. So I wanted to do it with coffee. And I did bust out my Game of Thrones I Drink It I Know Things mug with Kona coffee. It's the chocolate macadamia nut. Delicious coffee. And it's pairing very well with the Sun Bear honey. So today I thought I would do one of my leadership tidbits. And something I'm going to probably do is I'm reading Extreme Ownership right now. It's a book by Jocko Willenick and Leif Babin. And they're SEALs. And it really talks about, you know, each chapter is really designed about a specific leadership skill. They relate it to how, you know, they applied it to their time in Ramadi, you know, with Task Force Bruiser. And then they talk about the principle and how it applies to business. So what I want to do is just take it and maybe go chapter by chapter and just do a quick discussion, share some experiences on it. So, extreme ownership. As a leader, you own it all. And the thing that you have to understand, and it took me a little bit to get this, is you don't make excuses and you don't blame others. If you're responsible and you're the leader of the department, the family, the non-for-profit organization, whatever, you own it all. You own it all. And when it goes bad, you need to take responsibility. And when it goes good, you don't need to take the credit. So there's a saying that goes, a leader should take a lot less of the credit they deserve and a lot more of the responsibility that they deserve. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing it. But extreme ownership, it means you own the entire thing. Right, wrong, or indifferent. So the principle guiding extreme ownership, and we talk about this a lot at my work, is really it's a 4-step process, and I'm going to add a 5th step because it just is. But as a leader, to take extreme ownership, you're responsible to explain the mission to your team, the plan. You lay out the plan. So when there's failures, did you explain the mission correctly? Did you explain the plan correctly? So you establish that first. Then you're responsible for developing, you explain the mission, then you develop the tactics or the plan to ensure that you can fulfill the mission. The next piece is you're responsible to secure the training and the resources. So you explain the why, you develop the plan, you teach, train, and develop, and give the resources to do the job. Once you've established this, next step is to mentor and develop anybody that's underperforming. So, explain the mission, develop the plan, give people the resources, and then hold them accountable to the plan. And that's extreme ownership and what a leader needs to do. I'm going to add the fifth piece. And the book talks about this. And this is where the rubber meets the road for a leader, and this is where it gets tough. You've accomplished those four things. You've explained the why and the mission and what the plan is. You've developed what the goal is. You've developed the plan and laid that out. You've given everybody all the resources, removed all the obstacles, given them everything to succeed. Now, if they haven't succeeded, that next piece is accountability. That's the trained mentorship that I added that one in, but here's the fifth one. Underperformers that cannot improve have to be terminated or separated. As callous as that sounds, you cannot allow your team to suffer because you have an underperformer that cannot improve. I'm not saying that the underperformer is a bad person. Maybe it's a role that's over their head. Maybe they don't have the skill set for the job. There's a lot of variables, but you owe it to the team. If you've established all those points that I just talked about, you owe it to the team. At that point, you cannot allow an underperformer to continue to underperform once you've done everything you can for them. You owe it to the team. The team cannot suffer because you put the entire team at risk for one person. You just can't do it. And that's the tough part about leadership. That's where a lot of leaders struggle, is they can't make that decision, or they don't want to make that decision. To where they've done everything they can do, and then it's time to move to the next level. And that's the tough part. So, but as extreme ownership, you own it. You own that. You own the team. You own the whole kit and caboodle. So you have to make the call. You have to do it. As callous as it sounds, I'm not advocating you go out there and terminate your team and just start firing everybody. That's not what I'm saying here. You need to do everything you can to make people successful. Once that's exhausted, though, then that's what you're left with. That's the decision you have to make. So, again, extreme ownership. The principle, the guiding principle is, as the leader, you own it all. If it goes bad, you own it. Don't make excuses. Don't say, we missed this because this. Now, you own it. You own the whole business. And you have to be willing to take that responsibility if you're going to be an effective leader. You just have to. And that's a tough one, because a lot of folks struggle with that, and they just want to, cast blame or whatever the case may be. They don't want to be, they don't want to take the responsibility. That's what a lot, especially younger leaders, really, really struggle with. And it takes a while to get good at that. But there you have it, folks. That's extreme ownership. That's chapter 1 of the book. As you lead your team, remember the principles. Explain the why and what you're doing. Secure the training and the resources. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. So, hate when that happens. had two different thoughts in my head and lost my train of thought. But explain your mission. So the guiding principles. Explain the mission. Tell the why. Develop the plan. Give the resources. Remove the obstacles. Give the training. And then address performance. That's the four things. And the fifth thing is, if improvement cannot be made, for the betterment of the team, you have to make the decision to separate. Or change that person's role or remove them, whatever it is. Anyhow, folks, hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully this is a good tidbit. We'll do some more in the book as we go through different chapters. It's a great read. Highly recommend it. And I would love to hear your feedback, comments. So hit me up. It's going to be a relaxing Sunday, Sun Bear Sunday. Take Mrs. Buckeye out to a nice dinner tonight. She drank most of my bottle of Hibiki last night, so it was 3/4 full. It's only 1/4 full now, so she owes me a bottle of Hibiki, Japanese Harmony. Wishing y'all the blessings in the world, folks. Take care of each other. Pay it forward when you can. Again, comes back tenfold. I'm not lying to you. Get yourself some Sun Bear and enjoy that. Have a happy Sunday. I'll probably pop on later. Maybe do another video or two. Feels like that kind of a day. Take care and we'll catch you later.